But I can do a little enchant Worldle first. Little enchant Worldle. A little enchant Worldle. I'm still a little oofa-doofa'd after a weekend of filming. I was down in Los Angeles, California, for the weekend, filming some Commander at Home and some EDH or Elder Dragon hijinks. And it's a quick flight. It's always a fun record, but you know, it's just one of the. It's almost like the speed of it makes you come back. You're like, what the hell just happened? I came to the state and didn't even say hi. Once again, may I refer you to the very quick turnaround rate of these trips. I'll do the Shivam. We'll have the Shivam and Wheeler eat vegetarian food trip at some point in time. Okay, so this is a rare or a mythic, Terror of the Peaks. Ooh. It's a 4 mana red mythic enchantment. Huh? Do they do that? They don't do that. Mythic? A 4 mana red mythic enchantment? What? I mean, it could be a gold one. Red, white, 4 mana mythic. Red, blue, 4 mana mythic. Red, white, 4 mana mythic. Outlaw's Merriment. Damn, he's good. Woo! Yeah, he's kind of sick with it. He's kind of clean. He's kind of. All right, on to Spellify. Someone's something. Commander Sphere. Is it actually Commander Sphere? He's too good. he's too good. He's too good. The scientists of Magic the Gathering are saying he's too good. He's just like, yaw, yeet, yaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Instant or sorcery? Instant. Huh? A 1 mana instant? Sis. I've been watching too much YouTube poop. I think it's genuinely destroying my brain. A 1 mana. I assume this is +1/+1. Target creature you control gets +blank/blank and gains DOUBL. Nope. Until end of turn. And gains. Huh? HEXPROO. Blossoming Defense, because that's the double S. Huh. We did it, folks. We did it. We did it. We did it. Great. Okay. Anyways. So I was filming during the weekend. I'm not going to say who against or with, but there's some cool episodes coming out. I got to meet some cool people. It's always interesting meeting people that are like massive streamers. That I have no clue who they are, because I'm just not. I don't watch streams. I'm pretty offline. Well, I'm terminally online, but I'm pretty offline for that. And just being like, oh, this person, they're pretty funny. They play some Magic the Gathering cards. I should look them up. And then it's like they have like 300,000 followers or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. And then some people that I do know that may be involved in some programming you know, that I do know in by programming, I mean like television or online television shows involving Dropout. I've watched a Dropout or two. I don't get all the references that everybody else, screams at me, but I understand. Pick it up. I'm picking it up and putting it down. Anywho, I've got this deck in front of me. So last week I did a stream with the mono white Ponza deck, or mono white LD in Modern, and it was a ton of fun. I love playing that deck. It's so goofy. I still don't know anything about Modern. I know nothing. Call me Jonathan Snow the way I know nothing. Is that still relevant? Game of Thrones, everybody. It's that mobile game. Anyways, I had a lot of fun doing that, and I was going to run it back, especially because it turns out that other people have been playing this deck. This mono white Ponza deck. People have been making changes to it. It's so funny because I was like, I couldn't stop thinking about it in my own time. And then I was like, well, what if we go to like Savine's Reclamation and like maybe some cards that we can ephemerate and whatnot. I had some versions that I was tweaking. Charming Prince I don't think is the card, but for that. But I was thinking like, okay, we can maybe play Beza. We can have some Felias. We can really just hone in on this. Turns out that's something that other people had. It was a similar idea to what other people had. And so this mono white deck has just been putting up numbers. Like you'll see it 5-0s in the Modern leagues. You'll see it pop up in, there were like 2 of them that had like X2 or better records. One of them came like 7th or whatever in like a Modern challenge. And I just thought that was hilarious. And so I went to try and find some of the most recent versions of that deck. And Goldfish is not the greatest website when it comes to like properly tagging decks. And I get why. I think it may benefit from like a human element at some point in time, being like, this says Simic midrange, but what if we called it something else? That kind of thing. And I saw a deck that was just titled blue-green. And I was like, okay, blue-green what? Like, is this just going to be like a mono? Is this like Tron that splashes green? Or sorry, like mono blue Tron splashing green, mono green Tron splashing blue? I was just curious. Was it like a weird Hardened Scales deck? And I clicked on it, and this is what I saw. 5-0'd by X-Kicks. Although, now that I'm looking at it, it appears as though a user by the name of Ober has also been playing this. It's a Simic birthing ritual deck that has Shardless Agent in it. This deck is so wild to me. Oh, big stretch. This deck is so wild to me. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, 4 Coiling Oracle, 4 Ice Fang Codal. I'm in. As far as I could tell, this deck is looking to get out one of your Winguses or your Dinguses, and then birthing ritual them into Abhorrent Oculus as quickly as possible with a bunch of counter backup, or into like a Harbinger of the Seas, that kind of thing. And this deck looked so hilarious. And honestly, I had so much fun doing that Modern stream last time. I don't hate the idea of having a couple of streams where I just play some weirdo deck in Modern, because if I win, great, everybody claps, it's a ton of fun, and we're playing the goofy deck, right? And if I lose, well, then I get to learn from my mistakes. I get to play the whole, not as like an excuse, but I get to go like, look, I don't know anything about this format, but this is kind of hilarious, right? Or I get to learn how fucked up Boros Energy is. They banned a card from that deck, and after playing against that deck, I'm still just like kind of baffled. Like Voice of Victory, that card, I don't know how that card isn't like a 3 of or whatever in that deck. Because like the Voice of Victory with Goblin Bombardment, with like making sure that you can Arena of Glory your Phage, it's just, it's not okay. But anywho, I'm going to try playing this deck. Simic midrange, like I said, You like Coiling Oracle, you Ice Fang Codal, you Flood Pits Drowner, you try to hit an Aki Way. You got a Shardless Agent, 4 Flare of Denials, some Sink into Super, some Force Negation. I'm pretty into this, so I'm going to be trying this. I have another goofy deck that I saw that I could play that was like mono red. What is it? What do I want to call it? Mono red Mystic Forge with like Flesh Raker. They had 4 Chromatic Sphere, 4 Chromatic Star, Candy Trails. I think I might play that one as well, depending on how this goes. Yeah, so let's do that. I'm also going to put on some music. Oh, how loud are you going to be? I have put up a very makeshift, like, hey, this is the song I am playing. Something went wrong. Please refresh the page. Okay, we're off to a great start. Yep. Off to a great start. I'd like to play this song. Hopefully that's not going to be too loud or too quiet. I may have to muck around with the volume here. But yeah. Anywho, I'm going to play this deck. People seem to enjoy me playing that Ponza list. Although I gotta tell you, I don't like the word Ponza. I could teach you how to stream. And by that I mean like the basics, yeah. I can tell you how to like get things set up and, you know, actively do things. Flopping the pig. I'm sorry, is your girlfriend asking me if I've considered showing hog on chat? On chat, Lamau. On mic? I mean, I've thought about it. Who hasn't? Okay, great. We got an Ice Fang Codal into a Birthing Ritual. I got the double Oculus in hand, which is kind of a pisser, but I think this is fine. It's an Adventure Time reference. I'm in my 30s. Sorry. My bad. Siba, thank you for gifting a sub to Alessandra. That's very kind of you. Yeah, the music's going to be a little bit loud comparatively to me. My setup is a little quieter than I normally have. You know, new audio setup. We'll figure it out. Spire of Industry Pass. They did mulligan quite a bit. They might think I'm like a Belcher list. Yeah, my hearing is pretty good, but it did get a little mucked by, you know, nightclubs when I was in my early 20s. Yeah. So many Shardless agents. All right. I have a full house. I would like to hit a 3rd land. The saga change isn't in effect yet, right? Go to end a turn. Here's an Ice Fang Codal. I guess this deck has like Metallic Rebukes. Yeah, it's going to change with FF. Draw. Oh. That's pretty good. I'm assuming there's a Metallic Rebuke coming down. So I think I want to just get this into play. I can Shardless Agent and then Flare Denial. I think that's probably pretty alright. Like if we hit a Birthing Ritual, we're pretty excited. If we hit another Ice Fang Codal, I'm also okay with this. You want me to draw a card here? Go. I don't know how much I care about constructs. I mean, I guess I care about them a medium amount. They're kind of priced into clue tokening here. I could also just play another Shardless Agent. We drew the Kira, the Great Glass Spinner. Play this. I'm gonna go to combat, attack with my Codals. Oh, Endearing Curiosity? That's kind of cool. I'm gonna play a Birthing Ritual. If they have Rebuke, I got the Flare Denial. They only have 1 blue, and then they can't Saga if they do this. Target this Metallic Rebuke. We got 1 card in hand. Let me Birthing Ritual. Okay, so I look at the top 7 cards. Oh. I'm going to say okay. And I can sack this and get a Flood Pit Drowner. I just get to stun this Tameo. They can do all the bauble stuff. I think that's fine. They want. This deck only plays 1 Harbinger. Oh, I shouldn't move this, right? Yeah, this deck only plays 1 Harbinger. I do have a Collector Roof in the board and 2 other Harbingers in the board. I guess drawing a couple of Akiways is a little tough. What? Yeah, I don't know how I beat out this. Like, I could Flood Pits the board, I guess. I get some Flood Pits. Some Pities. You gotta imagine the board. I mean, I get some Consigned to Memories, too. Salty's kind of cool. Gonna play a Shardless Agent. Into a Coiling Oracle? Hmm. Ooh. I mean, I can also just find a Sink into Stupor here. Ooh, there's an Aki. Do I want to sack this? Does it matter? Sack the Oracle. I could also put it in a Harbinger, but I think I want the Aki way. Aki also just pressures this. And challenges this. We're almost at an additional Oculus. In fact, we're at the additional Oculus after this. Use a card to manifest. I'm going to manifest this bird. A second one of these is kind of annoying. I get to draw a bunch of cards. Bauble. Drawing another land would be funny, because then I can, like, play Kira and Oculus, or I can Shardless to Oculus. Ooh. They're going to Thought cast. Like, I could Kira into a Flood Pit Drowner, tap down the Memory Guardian. That seems pretty good. Portable Hole. Okay. This just makes drawing a land so much more important. Yeah, you're drawing a bunch of cards. Dispatch? Holy shit. Yeah, I guess I'll take the damage. Probably going to send in 2 agents to hit this Tameo. Just gonna do this. Oh yeah, they didn't Tameo down tick. Fuck. Right. I forgot that Thoughtcast. This is okay. I have Delirium now. Unironically, I'm alright with this because I have Delirium. Which I think might be better. Because if I keep Codal... Yeah, because I can still hit my land to give this Death Touch. Actually, you know what? I think I may still do this. My sequencing was not great. But I don't think it's that bad. Now, remember when I said I have Delirium? I'm going to immediately invalidate that. Here's an Occupy. Here's a Birthing Ritual. Coatl, not Coatl. I think you're mishearing my accent. I'm going to get a second Occupy. Ooh, I kind of want... I mean, I guess getting another one of these. I delved away my entire graveyard, and now look at me. Boom. Delirium. Well, this is the card that cares about it. And I guess I want to put that into my graveyard. Kira is going to be so funny. They have 1 clue token. I'm just going to play another Oculus too. Portable Hold, the Birthing Ritual. I don't think I care about that. This deck probably plays Shadow Spear though, right? That's got to be a little bit of a pisser. Yeah, you got a Tameo. Nice. Go to my upkeep. What are we doing in my upkeep, opponent? Opponent? What am I doing? What are you doing in my upkeep? Upkeep. Find your Twitch stream. Let's see. In your upkeep, I'll Google your name. I am playing music from my iTunes library. Oh! All right. I'm going to bring in the oof. Oof. Harbinger feels like it's maybe okay. Deals with Saga. Maybe I don't need all of them. Mystical Dispute. I don't know what I care about in this matchup. Like, what's my role going to be? I don't think Subtlety is where I want it to be. I guess I don't know what their deck does. Like, I can infer that they're out here doing some, I don't know, some Emery bullshit. Well, they probably have, like, Kappa Cannoneer, so maybe I should keep the Subtleties. I think I can cut Force Negations. They're probably going to bring in some more Dispatches. Is Dismember? Dismember can do something, right? I'm gonna say that I should bring in Mystical Disputes and not the Consigns. I feel like that's like the vibe I'm getting here. I could cut some amount of subtlety though. Cut subtleties, what if I just cut all my subtleties? Sure. Yeah, why not? Let's try this. How's the deck so far? Well, we've only played one game and we won it. So not to brag, but it may be the best deck in Modern. I genuinely had to pause and try to remember what format I'm playing. I was pretty sure I was about to say Pioneer or some shit. Yeah, of course, as we all know, Pioneer no longer exists. There's no way. Do we listen to the whole album? It's not a long album, but it also didn't transfer all of my playlists, which is very frustrating. That's okay. Boom, boom. Okay, I have a Dismember for a Tameo or an Emery. I don't have a Birthing Ritual. But I have a Mystical Dispute as well. I think I keep this. Mulligan to 6. I gotta imagine this deck mulligans a lot and then looks to recoup that off of Tameo and like Bauble, Emery Bauble plus Thoughtseize, or not Thoughtseize, Thoughtcast. Yeah, they're calling it the best deck in Pioneer. I feel like I should dismember this. Ooh. Yeah, I just want to dismember this card. I'll get a basic forest here. Maybe scare them on Harbinger. Like, I have cards that can deal with... Oh, hey there. I have cards that can deal with, you know, some of the other tools that they have available. Like their artifacts, their blue spells. Sure. You can resolve... yeah, I think that's fine. Thought about countering that, but it's just divination. I think I would rather keep this for a Kappa Cannoneer. Ooh. Am I okay trading a Birthing Ritual here? I mean, I have 2. What else am I doing? Flood Pits Drowning? Yeah, I'm going to trade a Birthing Ritual for their Haywire Might that also puts them off Mox Opal. And then this also leaves me a Mystical Dispute and a Flare Denial. So now the Opal does not add mana. This I'll fight over. Them leading on Thoughtcast is a little wild to me, which is why I'm okay dealing with this. Smack. Birthing Ritual. Birthing Ritual. Give me that Fibblethip. Draw 2? Busted. Broken. Broken. Wait a minute, I'm at 9? Holy shit. When did I get to 9? I gotta be a little careful, huh? Oh, fuck. I did not realize I'm at 9 life. I mean, I guess I did dismember into Bolt Land. Ooh. Shardless Agent. Blood Pits Drowner. I will cast this. This card is so good in multiples, right? Because that means I could tap down one thing and then cash in the Drowner. Cash in the other Drowner. Well, that is the Aki way. I'm going to manifest this card. Portable Hole. That's okay. I feel like it may be a little too late. Whip Flare? Does this do anything? It just kills that. I still have the Akiway. And I got my Shardless Agent? You know what I say to that? Sure! 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 Abhor Inoculus when your opponent plays damage-based removal? Sure! Sure! Yeah, give me that Birthing Ritual back real quick. I'm gonna need that back. Come on, give me the double Aki. Can't forget the bev. Never forget the beverage. What happened to that guy? I mean, I assume he's still doing that stuff. I just don't. I guess I'm not the target audience. Oops, meant to get that untapped. Don't think I'm beating this Oculus anyways. GG, GGWP. Woo! All right. 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 You think he ever just goes like somebody's like, hey, yo, Ock, can you put this Wagyu beef in like a peanut butter chocolate cake? And he's just like, no, man. I'm not doing that shit. Come on, man. It's going to fuck up my grill. It's a waste of good meat. No, man. I think I'm gonna well, no, I'm gonna keep this. No. The fuck you mean? Can I put? What the fuck you mean you want me to grill this? No, I'm not doing that. I think one of my favorite parts about this deck so far is that, it feels like early on, it plays out like the Living End deck. Like it can get. I bet this makes people paranoid as hell. Oh no. Well, if it isn't Dimir Murktide, a deck designed to terrify Benny Wheels. I see. Yeah, they're going to play Psychic Frog. Unbeatable. Unbeatable. I don't think Dimir can really deal with a Birthing Ritual that's resolved, though. I mean, they can force a negation right here. GG's. Eleanor Alzabel? Am I pronouncing that properly? Come on, let it resolve. You can do something else. Eleonora. Got you. Eleonora. Eleonora Isabel. I see. They got rid of their Aki. But now I feel like I'm just fucked. Maybe that's the Canlander player in me. It's like, well, they get to attack with a Psychic Frog. I'm dead. They have Counterspell and Force of Will. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so freaking dead, Lois. I mean, Frog is genuinely terrifying to me. Oh. Come on, let this bad boy resolve. But this deck also plays like 5 Spell Snares and Stern Scoldings. Holy shoot, it worked. I guess this deck plays Bowmasters too. Like, does this make, whoa. Does it make sense for a player like me who is only used to this card in a capacity where it is like unbelievable, right? Like absolutely unacceptable bullshit going on with this Magic card. Like this deck feels to me like it's broken, right? Like it's a deck with Psychic Frog and Bowmasters and Tameo. Ooh. I can't even attack into this 1/3. Like, I just don't know what to do. Like, I guess this card does not play well into, like, Fatal Push on 2. And you don't have Force of Will proper. You got Force of Negation. It's pretty good. Like, that card's not nothing. Especially if you're trying to, like, portable hole it. Like, it's still Psychic Frog, I guess is what I'm saying. What is my board? What do I have in my board for this? Mystical Dispute. That's going to be pretty huge. I don't think I'm bringing in Harbingers. I might even cut the Harbinger. Because they are a Harbinger deck. Should probably keep in Dismember for the Aki way. I guess I can sink into Stupor this. But what does that do for me? Not much. I mean, I guess they're kind of pressured if they want to keep pushing damage with this to exile cards from the yard. Camus MTG back for the 16th month. Good afternoon, Mr. Wheels. Hey, how you doing? How you been? Thank you so much for all the support. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I could Dismember. I feel like... So if I go to Dismember, they'd have to discard 3. Yeah, I think I'm doing this. Because I have so much counter magic that I can spend. I just need to get rid of this frog. And like it trades a shitload of resources. Tapping 3. I would rather the Dismember resolve than the Sink into Stupor. So I think I fight over it. I just really need to get a Birthing Ritual going too. So they're Force a Negationing this. I'm going to Force a Negation their Force a Negation. If they want to discard their hand, I think I just hardcast this. If they want to discard their hand, they can. Because then I can just reset with Sync. So they force negation my Dismember. I force their force. They've now counterspelling my Dismember. So I'm going to Flare of Denial their counterspell. Okay, frog off the board. That's good. That is good. Would love to draw a Birthing Ritual here. Or not, that's fine too. Problem is I can't really make progress against this. Like, I don't, this is not a card I expected to see, but honestly, a 1/3 flying vigilance creature is huge. But now, I'm cured up. Frog, that's fine. I mean, I could flare Denial there, but I don't think I want to. Birthing Ritual. Thank you. I will cast my Birthing Ritual. Ooh, okay. Please let this resolve. Please let me get this triggered ability. Okay. I'm gonna sack this. Get a Flood Pit Drowner. Put that on there. Then I'm just gonna do this. Bye-bye. Please log in? What do you mean, please log in? Brother, I never logged out. Try switching to the country. What do you mean? I'm in the country. It even says I'm logged in. Oh, this is good for me. I don't know if you know this, but this is good for me. Why'd you log me out? I didn't do shit. Now I gotta remember my Apple Music fucking password. Good thing I made it the name of my dog and my porn star name and my home address when I was a child. It's all the same name, by the way. Aki? Sure. Sack this. Yeah, give me that Aki. Choose a card to manifest this one. I do like that the Akiway, Akiway with Kira is huge. My dog is a porn star name? No, my dog has the same name that I had when I was doing pornography, and I picked my pornography name from the street I lived on. Sucker Fucker Lane, of course. Is Endurance good in this matchup? I don't think I want Harbinger. I think Fibblethip might just be flex. Dismember. Dismember feels not great. Just don't know if I'm winning by dismembering here. Like, having one is fine. I don't want to oversideboard. I think this is a pretty good switch. I could bring in some more force negations. Like, I could cut 2 subtlety and put in 2 force negation. That feels like overboarding, though. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I think this is fine. Remember, this is just like a test league. Like, I need to figure out how this deck, you know, operates. Sure. Very funny deck. Gonna shock here. Gonna shock here to try and bluff Mystical Dispute. And also because I want to save Surveil lands for later. Well, now I have a pretty great turn. Bowmasters would be so good, though. Or this thing's fine, too. Graveyard Trespasser. What? Yeah, they have a Fatal Push. Hmm. So now the funny thing is, after drawing the Mystical Dispute, now my bluff loses some value, right? I mean, maybe it's still fine. I would rather have the Mystical Dispute than not having the Mystical Dispute. This doesn't have flash, right? Thank you for adding. Wait, I got a good bit for this one. Wait, no, never mind. Different person. I thought you were the there's a person that always comes in and like they're just like, "Hey, how come you're not using this add-on? Hey, how come you don't have this add-on?" And I keep telling them why I don't have that add-on. Unearth your Psychic Frog? Fuck that. I mean, I could also just Flood Pits Drowner that. No, I'm gonna Force Will this or Force Negation this. I don't want that frog anywhere near my house. I'm just gonna bin this because I think Turbo Aki is pretty good. Get the record on screen. No. 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 I know they can Fatal Push this. Or Fatal Push this. This does give them an opportunity to play spells. This deck doesn't play Murktide Region, right? Like Oculus, it's just got to be Oculus. Maybe this is bad because it makes the Oculus so much better. I didn't need to Shardless Agent here. Maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, because they're casting an Oculus here, right? Surely. Yeah. I mean, we're a deck that can deal with the Oculus pretty reasonably. What? Ms. Ripperton. Yeah, it's just so bad. I mean, it's bad if I whiff, but also like it's bad if I just go to Flood Pits. Oh, nice. Instant land creature, eh? Do I hate people that like Wrath you? Yes, of course. People getting way too parasocial about my rat. I don't know. You want to fatal push the Drowner? They're probably thinking about fatal pushing the Drowner. Or anything. Hiya. Hit you in upkeep for this one. They are going to get another manifest token. I guess I shouldn't F6. I have a force negation here. It's yeah, Cloud Thew for the rest of the month, I guess, or until the next set comes out next week. Yep. I've been drowned. You got the double Mo Masters? Oh, you're just using your fatal push. Okay. Well, this does let me Okiway and keep up the mystical dispute. Which is kind of cool. Could go for a birthing ritual. Oh. They don't currently have a fetch land for a fatal push. Do I want to play this? No, I want to hold this for force negation. I'm going to pick this card. Edging in space. Ooh. You're going to fatal push that? I'm going to try to force negation this. I'm going to keep my baby alive. If they go to actually counterspell, then we can fight. If they have the third or the fourth fatal push? Oh. Bone shards? Fuck, all right. Sure. Maybe I need Dismember or Subtleties. Subtleties for the Okiway is kind of nice. Bone shards was wild. I got the Shifting Woodland. There's a Kaido? Wait, no, they're flipping this up. That's fine. I don't have a birthing ritual. This doesn't really work well with Oculus. All right, I'm not winning this game. But I can waste their timer. If I had a land, I can make this a copy of the Okiway and do something here. Yeah, I'm just going to try to waste their timer a bit. Bone shards. 2 bone shards? 2 bone shards? Holy shit. That's so many bone shards. I got 1 card in hand. I shouldn't have 6. I could still win this game. That's the messed up part. Not with hits like these. Oh, fuck. Right. I forgot this was a Bowmasters because of this art. Block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'd have to discard. Ooh, and they got a triggered ability from the Graveyard Trespasser. That's so much clicking. That's so much clicking that they have to do. Yeah. This blocks, baby. Maybe I want to bring in more force negations. Or endurance. I could bring in endurance, right? I should bring in endurance. Because endurance checks this. It keeps them off Oculus. Can block the Psychic Frog. Can stop and unearth. Who am I blocking? Blocking this. Didn't matter. They had damage, enough damage there either way. Okay, I don't hate adding another Dismember. Player Denial didn't really do anything. I mean, I didn't draw a Flare Denial. What if I did this? What if I trim 2 and go that? 2 and 2? I'm going to try that. Player Denial is getting a little bit worse as I'm adding more green cards. I think this is maybe okay. There's a chance that also I should just not really focus on that much disruption outside of something to deal with the frog. Man, this Dimir Murktide deck. It is kind of wild that there are so many versions of this deck without Preordain. Like, didn't they unban Preordain? I know that Consider can put things into the yard, but like Preordain is just so much better. I would like to go first. Yeah, I'll keep. Endurance. We could also just play a beatdown game, which is kind of funny. Maybe I should have trimmed the Drowners. Because Drowner gets got by Bowmasters, doesn't do a ton against Oculus. And it does something against Frog. I guess these decks are, from the look of it, not all of them are on... I mean, a lot of them are only on like 1 or 2 Bowmasters. Wild. Like, I think I need to keep up the dispute if they frog me. If I Codal, they could have Bowmasters. And I do think I just play a Flood Pits Drowner here. Let's get this party started somewhat. They can Bowmasters the Flood Pit Stranded too. Sick. Mm-hmm. Sewers and kept it on top. Let's get Drowning. Land is huge. Yeah, you like my Merfolk deck? My Simic Flash deck. I bet they didn't expect this, though. They probably didn't expect me to just start beating ass. I'm gonna cast an Endurance. You gotta start doing something, opponent. You can't Fatal Push this bad boy. Okay. Oh, we keep it coming. Keep the hits coming. Oh, that's pretty good. Bowmasters is still huge, right? If they have a second Bowmasters, it's wild. Yeah. See, this is a part of why I thought maybe I should cut the Drowners. They are at 10. Yeah. Be pretty bad if they had another removal spell into Kaido. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm blocking, right? Every time? Think I'm priced into blocking every time? I think these mystical disputes may have been a trick. So I'm starting to realize I care more about their black cards than their blue cards. Ooh, that's a good one. Although it's not great if they counter the agent. That's good though, because this usually means it's counterspell. Please don't force negation me. They're gonna do it, right? Oh, oh. Can I get an Akiway? Can I get an Akiway? I can. I can get an Akiway. Manifest this. Hopefully this Aki doesn't die. I don't have another green card for Endurance, which is a little scary. But we'll see. Oh, I'm so creaky. God damn. Like, they attack, I can't block, right? Yeah, no, I'm taking it. I can't risk getting fatal pushed. Ooh, yeah. That's a good green card to have. Bowmasters. They're pinging me. I'm going to play this Flood Pit Strowner. Stern Scolding. Yeah, I'll fight over this, because I just want another body in play. I mean, this turns on their fatal push, right? But the fatal push was always going to be turned on, basically. I could have just attacked with this. Maybe that's the better call to make. They have to take, they would take 5 anyways, and then I get to restock. Is my shirt Doraemon? No, it's a company shirt. It's a merch from Loading Ready Run. Ooh. Let's get a second Okiway. The double Oculus. Hitting ritual with that many 2-drop. Oh, there is beyond reality. Gonna exile this Endurance. Or cast this Endurance. Good luck, have fun. They said hitting ritual with that many 2-drops is beyond reality. And then I said good luck, have fun. No, it's just called deck building. Reveal hand. Anytime somebody salts off on Magic Online, I always used to reply. I like to reply with like, hello and good luck, or good luck, have fun. GG close one. I don't know. If your deck can't, if you can't beat a deck like this being played suboptimally, like what are we even doing? Hi. Sugar in cooking? No, you got to use a potato. Oh. I don't know if this is... This is one of those hands where I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing with this deck? I mean, I think I'm keeping. Rules? Edit. Call. I just realized that it's very funny to me that the rules command is banned. There we go. I don't know. Maybe this is okay. I'm gonna keep. I have a Besaju. Subtlety's pretty good. Oh, am I getting yeah, that's pretty good. Should I have maybe subtletied that? Am I getting is it prowess? The Is It Prowess deck. No, Is It Prowess doesn't play this card. This could just be the Jeskai Ragavan deck. I think I've seen this. Whereas Magic Online or MTG Goldfish calls it generic generic Ragavan. Like, yeah. Mulder. Yeah, let's bring this closer to me so I can give you more pets. There's a chance that I should mulligan hands where I don't have, especially on the draw. If I'm on the draw and I don't have a Shardless Agent or a Birthing Ritual, sure. Yeah, this hand maybe was a mulligan. I love this chat because it's literally illegal to insult me. I mean, who would want to do that in the first place? You're just a bird. Coiling Oracle. Ooh. I don't know. Subtlety on a Ragavan seems so bad. Also, especially because I'm not doing anything on turn 1 anyways. Right? My turn 1 is literally just develop a land. White mana. Oh, there. Just cracking a clue. Oh, it's the Grixis list. This list like 5-0'd something or did well at some event, right? This is like the Colgan's command. Coligan's command. Oh, the Oracle! Look at the fucking Oracle holding down the fort. There was an SCG event. Sure. Oh, Corey Burkhart's deck? Burkhart? Corey Burkhart. Wait, this deck doesn't have Ragavan, though. Dragon Sniper? Shardless Agent into my Dragon Sniper? Early Bird gets the bolt. I think that's one of my finer buttons. I'm gonna play the Subtlety. Holy shit, do I get to go to blocks? I mean, they can just transform this with like Flame of Anor, right? They crack a clue into like a consider or something. 3 mana. Five damage. Put a flare denial. Okay. This card dies, and then I get to Oculus next turn. I mean, obviously, them flipping Tameo is pretty good. But I don't get hit. That's pretty neat. I'm older. Big boy, you got a fatal push? Under city sewers. I'm gonna manifest this 2-power creature. They can get back their Flame of Venor. Oh, right. I can only return their cards. Damn, this card sucks. Ooh. Yeah, shock yourself. All right. All right. Get tired. I didn't get tired of Land Destruction. This deck just looked like a lot of fun. I think I want to push out this Oculus, right? I do give them a wizard by doing this. I wonder how relevant that is. Like, I don't know what their other wizards are. Snapcaster Mage? Holy shit, Snapcaster Mage. I can't really find the list that my opponent's playing. Frog. Hey, wait a minute. That's not a wizard. Hey, wait a minute. That is a wizard. Ooh, do I get an Aki? Ooh. Let's make some progress. Okay. Thundering Falls. Spell Snare. I've got to manifest this Dismember as a way to ideally, I mean, for one, it puts an enchantment in the yard, but also it like protects the fact that I'm playing Dismember. Double bolting my Okiway. Ooh, attacking. Yeah, I think I just try to kill them. Like, if they want to flip Tamio, they got to do it now. They got to crack a clue. Go to 9. Back for 4. Ragavan. Okay. And I don't think I win the game by not attacking. These decks feel like Canlander decks because I'm trying to figure out how they fit all these cards into the same deck. Like, they must have like 3 Ragavan, some amount of Tammy, like 4 Tamio, 4 Frog, and like a Bowmasters or whatever. Like, they must be just a little all over the place, I guess is what I'm saying. I will show Dismember by doing this. Kind of unfortunate. I am going to kill Frog in response. Because now, with this on the stack, they can't make it a 6 toughness creature. Yeah. Hi, Bubba. They are up so many cards. I think we knew this would happen, though. Second Frog. Ooh. I think I'm going to do it main phase. Like, I got to do it now, right? They have a counterspell or something. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. I feel like Endurance is good here. I don't think I want Force Negation. Or, sorry, I think I may want Force Negation, but not Mystical Dispute. I don't think I want Subtleties here. I want an additional Force Negation. What if I cut the Fibblethip too? Brought in an extra Harbinger. I mean, I could be on all Harbinger here. Like, maybe this is what my deck's trying to do for this match. If I'm doing that, what am I cutting? I mean, once again, the Flood Pit Drowner seems a little low. So let's try this. I'm okay playing 2. Or am I? If I'm playing 2... I mean, they're... Yeah, I think I'm doing this. It's okay. It's a journey, chat. We're learning. Yeah, I'm going first. I'm going to keep this. I feel like getting Birthing Ritual on 2 is just so strong. If I draw a blue source, obviously it's huge. But I could also just draw another green source in Endurance. It's kind of funny. There's a blue source. Does this deck play... I'm just going to put this out here. Don't want to play into... whatever. They probably have Spell Pierces, right? Spell Snare. Okay. That's annoying. I feel like I was getting got by that no matter what. Mulder, how can I help you? You have a... I love it when she jumps from the chair, from the bed onto the chair. And then the chair just starts spinning. Excuse me. Endurance. I think I force negation this. If it's counterspell, looks like counterspell. I think I value having the Drowner here. And I'm going to target myself. Just put that Birthing Ritual back into my deck. The 4 toughness on endurance seems huge. And they're at 12. They're at 12. I got a force negation. That's kind of nice. Opponent going to second main phase like they got a fucking... like they've got a mana drain or something. Tap that down. I think I let them untap with this. Swing bada bada. Flame of Anor. What if I just let this happen and then Birthing Ritual? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. They have another fucking... Okay, so how do I go about this? Do I just let this happen? I look to stick this. And then we just fight. I don't think they can get this off the board, right? And so now I just look to fight over resolving a creature. I could have fought over the Flame of Anor. But then it just makes my turn so awkward. I guess I could have Flare of Denial the Flame of Anor. I may have tunnel visioned on getting this ritual down. But also, what does that do? Put some to 4? That's not the most exciting thing in the world. Adding Dryad Arbor to the deck. Let's make this deck truly terrible. I do think I can maybe fight through some stuff, though. Like I have this Wingus and this Dingus. And I'm not overextending. I don't want to play against this Magic card. I think because I have the Quotals and whatnot, and 2 bodies is just sure. I do not care about this. This stops the Aki, but not in a way I think I mind. This felt like a harder match than ooh. I don't think this is the answer though, right? Like I mean, I can't really say no to it. I guess I'd keep it, but then I'm going another turn cycle, and if they have Counterspell in their hand, it's so bad. I think I have to bin it. I think I just need to find a 2-drop or a Shardless Agent. Okay, well. Targeting my graveyard, huh? Do I want these cards? Not especially. Discarding a Pyroclasm. Counter spell. Yeah, see this feels like I can't get out of this. Because they're basically the Dimir deck, except they have better removal. They do get washed. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, unfortunate. I'm not sure what to do about that. I mean, that first game I think I could have mulliganed better. That's pretty important. I looked at their cards and I was like, I'm scared about all of this, and they do not care about half the cards that I am playing. Which is a little worrying. How come more modern has been happening? I mean, I did a second goofy modern deck stream. Because there's no cube. I'm gonna keep this. Bottoming this. There's no cube right now. Previews are done. What else are we gonna do? I mean, I could play some Night Rain, but also I didn't stream for a while. Oh. Where's the Saga Expedition map? Is this the Dice Factory deck or something? Yeah, I can only play Highlander on the weekend. Although, this weekend, instead of playing Highlander, Angel and I are going to play Pre-Modern. Going to stream some Pre-Modern. I have a feeling that Harbinger of the Seas is going to be real good. I think I keep Drowner. Making a deck for that now, playing my beloved Nether Spirit. Ooh, yeah, that's dope. People seem to like the modern content too, right? There's a type of Magic content that I don't really get access to, which is the like you don't get the humor of like, oh, he doesn't know it, you know? You don't get that like, whoa, this guy doesn't know what he's freaking talking about. Oh, it's this shit. Oh, it's this shit. What if I just hit you with this? Like, modern gives me an opportunity to have that, like, I don't know anything about this format, and that's kind of fun for both the viewers and for me, right? I'm hitting you with Flood Pit's Drowner. Birthing Ritual. Would love to hit a Harbinger. Did not hit a Harbinger, but I did hit an Akiway. And that's okay. I only have one Harbinger in the main anyways. I'm gonna manifest this Fibblethip that lost. I mean, I'd like to be able to play some Vintage Cube, but you know, they took it away and gave us this terrible Commander Cube instead. I mean, the cube itself is probably not terrible. I shouldn't say that, but I do think that the gameplay is kind of rancid. It just, what if they made a cube that removed all the interesting parts of cube? I'm dead, right? No matter what. I think I was dead after the second amulet, and I didn't find the Harbinger. Because now they can... I don't know if this deck plays Pact Negation anymore. 10, 11. They have 11 mana. If they can get one more mana, they can double Prime Time, and that kills me. Or if they're just tutoring... Summoner's Pact. Okay. Okay. I can't do shit. Cultivator Colossus. Holy smokes. What? Primeval Titan. Well, I'm going to counter this sacking the Occupy. Alright, it's out of my hands now. I've done what I can. I've done what I can. I've done what I can. Okay. I did what I could. I did what I could. Alright. Harbinger Consign probably is okay. I think this matchup is just about Harbinger of the Seas, right? It is only about getting a Harbinger of the Seas into play. Which makes me... Force Negation. Force Negation on Amulet's got to be better than Consign. This can stop Urza Saga, but I'm already on the plan of stopping Urza Saga. I think this is what I do. That's very funny. Do I need... Have I needed to refurbish any of my Alpha Age cards? You can. I haven't. I actually don't care about that. I kind of like when my old cards get a little wonky. Why did Twitch just congratulate me on completing the path to affiliate? Twitch, I don't know how to tell this to you, but I've been a partner for about 6 years. Thunder Trap more in this deck? I mean, I think you need some kind of way of stopping, you know, creatures. This feels too slow. This feels just right. Yeah, Twitch is being wonky. That's very funny. I'd like to thank everybody that supported me on my journey to being a partner. Okay, so the objective of this match is to try to get to the moon as quickly as possible. Hello. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Neon Bronze, thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel. Glad to have you. Good to see you. That's very kind of you. Spelunk? Oh, 6. Here's an Ice Fang Quaddle. I'm gonna Force of, or Flare Denial, whatever this is called, that card. Come on, land. Oh, fuck you. I'm gonna keep this Drowner. Well, should I? 2 mana. Aftermath Analyst. I'm gonna subtlety this. Once again, I think I just need to do everything I could. I just need to interact with their deck like I'm like it's the only thing I have available, right? Land. Oh, God. But if they miss their land drop... Splunk? Hit him with the hit him with the Splunky way. Okay, they didn't put a land into play. That's good. Go to Drowner. Land? Fucking finally. Everybody's got islands. Hopefully that's enough. Although I think I would need 2 to feel comfortable. But they're missing a land drop, right? Aki closes pretty quickly too. I don't know what this deck plays for this. There's probably like a Walking Blister. Yeah, something like that. A backup copy of Harbinger would be great. Akiway. Oh fuck, I forgot that I'm on the like front page of Twitch this month. Or at some point in time. Oh shit, thank you for reminding me. Happy Pride, looking sexy. Well, you know, doing my darndest. Yeah, see, they have Dismember. I needed to find something. Are we dead? I think we're dead, right? I tried to get Harbinger in play as quickly as possible. Tried to stop whatever they were doing. Maybe I should have kept more cards to fight against their... Like, maybe I should have played a little less aggressively? I don't know. I don't know how this deck works. Like, this loop. They have the Aftermath Analyst, right? Cosmonaut back for the 43rd month. I stole my brother's identity to gift you this Prime sub. Well, thank you. We love identity theft around here, don't we, folks? All right, I'm done. Maybe Kira is. Well, no, they have that board wipe. Yeah? Hi. They have the board wipe. I don't know if I want to... I don't know if I want to keep that or what do I want to do here. I think on the play I want the Consigned Memories. Or do I? I could take out 2 Flood Pit for 2 Consign. Let's try that. I got a mulligan. I think I got a mulligan. Sure. Unfortunate. Okay. Gonna Hedge Maze. I'm gonna bin that. Doesn't really do anything against this. Gonna play a Windswept Heath. Amulet's a wild deck because every time I see it, I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean you have that, like, instant speed Pyroclasm and a Vexing Bauble and also a 6? I mean, I guess they have a bunch of flex slots. Right? They must. They just cut some of their like utility lands or whatever. I guess that one's is Field of Flames instant? It's instant with cycling. Like I'm checking out some of these lists here, and there are certainly some lists with like Pyroclasm and then Pyroclasm but different. Like I can't Shardless Agent here. Return the Otawara. I have some amount of interaction here. Oh yeah, there's that stupid I saw the instant speed Pyroclasm called like Blood Banquet, bloody something. It like kills non-vampires and makes a blood token. I think I'll force negation this. They can mystical dispute. I don't think I'm supposed to bring in disputes for their dispute though, right? They have the Otawara, which can bounce my Harbinger. Like, I feel like this deck should probably have a total of 4 Harbingers if we're doing this. Yeah. Vampire's Vengeance. The children yearn for volcanic fallout. So many crumbling vestiges. I'm going to try to cast Subtlety. Okay, now I can play in Harbinger. If they have exactly Dismember, it's pretty bad. But now they need to Otawara. Like, they can't... I mean, they could probably Otawara and then play a bounce land. Oh, I'm fucked. That's so good. No, they don't have enough mana with this, with just this. But that's so funny. Like, they can Otawara to bounce this, and then they have 5 mana. Like, I don't know. I don't think I avoid playing this Harbinger. Maybe I should. Maybe I should sink into Stupor it again and then Harbinger. But that doesn't feel right. I mean, I guess that's only if they're playing the Lotus Field. Are they playing Lotus Field? They don't need to, right? They still have primetime mana. Damn, this deck's a trip. I used to play old Amulet Titan. It was a lot different from this. Because that would have been pre-Summer Bloom ban. Which means that we did not have access to this card, this one, Odawara. Interesting. They didn't bounce the Harbinger? Okay. I guess I let this happen. Milled and Odawara. Does that usually play more than one? Do they play one on the board? Yeah, that looks like they play one in the main, one on the board. 6 mana. Okay. I think I'm going to bounce this. So then these come into play tapped. And they just have to sack a bunch of lands. There's nothing for this Echoing Deeps. Notably less chortling. I mean, I like this deck. It's a lot of fun, but it isn't like, oh. I mean, I can go back to that at some point. I don't know. This deck's kind of dope. I like getting to kill people with these bad Simic cards. Like, they gotta sack a shitload of lands. I guess right now I don't have lethal on board. Oh yeah. Let's go Floodpits Drowner! Everybody give it up for Floodpits Drowner! Oh, my fucking my ambush viper. All right. Let's go ambush viper. Yeah, there's the chortle. And the chortle's back on the menu. I feel like I should have lost that. Oh, they're a zoo player? Ooh. Well, I mean, I'm keeping this. Looks like they play Domain Zoo. So I got to imagine the games... Oh, they're on like Null Drifter Zoo. That's cool. I was going to say, I got to imagine the games where I can... where they don't draw this. It's got to be pretty good for me, right? What does this deck have? I'm gonna put that in the graveyard. I don't think I need to worry about too much here, so I'm just gonna play my Coiling Oracle. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Ah. What does this card do? It has it. What? Pretty sure I played this in a pretty sure I played this card or this deck in an event. That's wild. I didn't know it did all that though. Gotta stop doing that. Why does this make them all colors? That's fucked up. Northern Seas for the 22nd month. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Good to see you. How you doing? How you been? Thank you so much for all the support. I hope you're doing well. Oh shit, this is a 5/5. Damn, that's so good. Ooh. Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna hope that like a double Aki gets here. Okay. Doorkeeper throw. I'm gonna hide the whatchamacallit. Hide the fact that we have Dismember. So much red mana. Don't think I'm gonna get another one off. No, the Doorkeeper throw! Fuck! Wait, no, this is okay. This is okay. This works. Yeah, I'm a genius! That's why I did it. Wait a minute, I'm a fucking genius. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a tick. Double blocky way. All right. I feel like I want Harbingers. Is that it? Endurance is probably fine against Flage. But if they're trying to do the Doorkeeper Thrall thing, I mean, I think I'm just keeping it real. What does this deck play? Like, what do you do? How'd Fibblethib get here? Fibblethib has always been here. Also, Top Hat, thank you for the 8 months. Glad to have you. Good to see you. How you doing? How you been? Like, I assume they bring in Mystical Disputes. I could cut Kira. Force Negation seems okay if they're trying to, but it doesn't stop the throw. So what if I cut you and then keep the Kira? Maybe I should just play one Force Negation. Now the Kira's got to be pretty good, right? I'm gonna keep the Kira because they have bolts and lane line bindings and flages and I'm not keeping this shit. Homebrewed Dwarf for the 13th month. Welcome back. How you doing? Thank you for having me. It's great to be here. Well, thank you for being here. It's great to have you. I'm going to mug in this hand. I'm going to keep this hand. They didn't ley line of the guild pack me. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Jeskai Cutterless? No. I have not. Thank you, Homebrewed Dwarf, for the 13th month. Ooh, Basic Plains. Love to see it. I think I'm going to keep the Oculus. Can't mystical dispute this. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little annoying with my agents, but oh. Unfortunately, I can't coil. Yeah, Corey Steelcutter's quite good in Canadian Highlander. It's just a good magic card. It's pretty above rate. The value, RIP, I got 2 bodies for 3 mana. That's busted. That's busted. Cracked, as the kids say. Now let me go to my end step. You got to play a Leyline Binding. Oh. Oh, I'm still in my main phase, that's why. Sure. Wait. They probably have a mystical dispute, but let's get this cure on the table. How old am I? What do you mean? You're asking for my government age? I am turning 34 this year. I am currently 33. False sense security. Yeah. Also, they just have 1 card left in hand. No, it was a fucking bolt. That's not great. Well, I can Shardless Agent and try to hit Birthing Ritual, so I'm going to do that. I hit another Coiling Oracle, so I die. Last card had to be Bolt, huh? Maybe because they have the Doorkeeper Thrall, I got to bring in Endurance. Dismember, I think, is just too... It just does too much damage. What if I cut Dismembers and Curas? What if I Kira? What if I keep the Kira and cut the Fibblethip? Let's try this. I'm forever 25. Dude, being in your 30s rules. Your 20s are so dog shit. I mean, my 20s were pretty alright, but they're like, come on. Your 30s is when it starts getting good. And that's the wild thing. Because, like, there's a lot of people that are like, it's over when you hit 30. It's like, no, you haven't even begun. And I've heard from people in their 40s where like, no, this is when it's real good. Ragavan. To be fair, I think everybody's like, I'm in the sweet spot. Yeah, getting old is great. I think that's ultimately the lesson, is that getting old is pretty cool. I could have played out a birthing ritual there. Go to Mystical Dispute? All right. They're playing my Ice Fang Coddle. I can't, unfortunately, I can't really Harbinger here. Because I would just have to trade with Ragavan. I can, try to do it so that they hit a bolt. But I think this is when I get this set up. I know the whole Shardless Agent into your 2-drops is a part of the deck, but like, I do feel like we're getting a little hurt by not having 1-drops. You know? I think I just need to let this happen. I can double block. I could have double blocked the Ragavan. We just lose to Bolt. I don't have a counterspell. I don't have shit, dude. I don't have freaking shit. I don't want a birthing ritual just yet. This is going to be an endurance turn, I think. This deck is funny because it's like, hey, not everything's about Modern Horizons 3. Some of us are from Modern Horizons 2. It's just, I guess this is technically Modern Horizons 1. But you have 1 MH1 card and 2 MH2 cards. I'm gonna use this. Okay. So now I think I just have to go for the double block here. If they have it, they have it. I mean, they probably still have it. It's just like I'm so behind. Because they have 2 1-mana pieces of removal, and I don't. Now it's a bit different. I just haven't been able to get this Harbinger out with protection. If they Doorkeeper Thrall here, I'm just so I'm so dead. This is actually pretty huge if I hit a land though. They have a Doorkeeper Thrall. All right, I'm fine taking the L on the deck that says your creatures can't trigger abilities when half of my deck is about creatures with triggered abilities. Four, five, six. I mean, I think I make this block again. I just have to like hope that it works out for me. Sure. I just got bolted. No! All right, we went 3 and 2. Went 3 and 2. That's okay. Am I making any changes to this deck before I run it back? Let me think about this for a second. Let me pull up this deck again. Because there was more than just this pilot playing this deck. Where'd you go? Hornet Sting in the side. Well, is there a way? There's a version of this deck that plays Seal of Removal. That is interesting. I mean, I guess Shardless Agent Consign is kind of funny. You got to cut the agents to do it. I don't know. Like, am I making any changes? They seem pretty locked into this spread. Somebody mentioned Enduring Curiosity. I actually don't hate that. There's a couple of decks with Snapback. I kind of like that more than Dismember. Honestly, what if I try this? And then they cut one of the Coiling Oracles. Could run this. Or on an additional land. What are you cutting then? Oh, this doesn't have Kira in the main. So what if I go Kira in the board, and then I add a snow-covered forest? And go down to this. I guess I just say no to Kira and then add a Harbinger. That feels appropriate. Let's try this. We did get a content trophy. Yeah, the like 1-mana removal spell abilities don't trigger if your creature's deck. Seemed pretty gross for us too. Although trying to figure out, like, I guess like the whole consensus of the deck, like you're basically just trying to go ritual into like Shardless on 3. I think I keep this. On the draw, this is a, if I go runner on lands, did add a land. Yeah, we keep this. Prop for the 63rd month. Welcome back. Thank you for thanking. It's thanks to thank. Hey, and thank you to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guide of Souls. Wahoo. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Yes, hi, Mulder. Yeah, what does this deck do against Boros Energy? I guess, like, get a quick Harbinger? Okay. I think I am just playing Birthing Ritual. I don't know if Birthing Ritual into Oculus does anything. You know what I mean? How does he do it, folks? How does he do it? I was going to say, this is pretty bad if we cascade into exactly Snapback. But it's one card in the entire list. Okay. Joke's on you. I have the second Snapback. Hopefully this means that I'll get to Aki. They do get to trigger this guy to souls again. Or I could get a Harbinger of the Seas, but I believe I'm just going to get the Aki. Yeah, Snapback actually is the best card in the deck. It may be the best card of all time. 2 mana. Johnny. Go ahead, attack me. I dare you. I think I'm committing to this. I'm committing to hitting. Get that Flood Pit's Drowner in there. Bam. Tap this down. Holy shit. Moemin gifted 5 subs to the community. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Those subs went to Bronze Panda, Unleash Enlightenment, The World's Cutest Gamer, The Boohee, and Log In For Me. You didn't have to do that, but thank you for doing so. I'm at 11. That's like nothing against this deck. Oh no. Oh no! They're gonna flage me! And then they're gonna flage them! Oh. I think I let this resolve because I'm mostly concerned about the flage or the goblin bombardment. I know that they get to gain a bunch of life, but there's the flage. Oh, why didn't I beginning of combat I should have Flood Pit Stranded. Or I could just flip this up. Doesn't have Death Touch, but it is very funny. Block. Block. Oh. Cat. Big cat. Let's go to Birthing Ritual. First Birthing Ritual. I see an Okiway. Second Birthing Ritual. I see a Coiling Oracle, which I think is still to upgrade. Ooh. Okay, that gives me a way to deal with both Goblin Bombardment and Flage. What's this deck trying to do? I'm not a birthing person. You try to Shardless Agent, play a bunch of dorks, and Birthing Ritual into Abhorrent Oculus or Harbinger of the Seas. You a sub for a bit. Oh, PCGL Brock. Ah, work has you watching VODs. Oh. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you. They played their land. This is going to game them 1. I think I'm okay with this, especially because I can flood pits. Sorry, curiosity. This shit's so funny. Oh, I guess they're going to gain life and make some tokens. Right. I don't have enough to kill them. That's a pretty good draw. Okay. Gonna sack this, get a Flood Pits Drowner. Gonna tap down the Ocelot Pride, tap the Lifelinker, then do this. Go okay. Sack this. Get Harbinger of the Seas. I make some blockers here. So many blockers. You worry that this match is getting away from us because our opponent's not dead yet? I mean, we can kill them. I gotta be a little careful. But I got so many blockers. So this blocks that. That goes unblocked. Block, block. Can we take 3, 4, 5? We go to 2, and they don't have red mana. If they go Mountain Bolt, I have Flared to know. Woo! Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, now what am I doing? All right, we won game 1. I don't know if this is the Harbinger match. I mean, maybe I bring in the Endurance because they're big blockers. I think I still bring in the Harbingers. Some amount of Harbingers. Snapback. I don't know if we're going to be rocking the Snapback. Why wouldn't it be a Harbinger match? Because they're like a Blood Moon deck. So they're equipped with basics. Right? Like it was backbreaking because they didn't know they had to worry about it. I guess that's what I'm getting at. And like now that they know, maybe on the draw, I'm just not on the Harbinger plan. Like, what if I just don't even play the Harbinger in game 2? And then I'm just trying to do my birthing ritual thing, and I just play a bunch of free counters. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, we're just gonna be on the birthing ritual plan. Was Boros in cube prior to MH3? Yes. 100%. I mean, White Weenie was always the best deck that you could play, but then adding red just became better as the red cards became better without too many of the red pips being needed. Like, you know, you could play mono white that had some red cards in it, but then when those red cards started to be copies of like Lelia and Gut, then it became a bit of a different story. They milled a Flage. Maybe Endurance was the right call. I feel like I can like subtlety this and kind of be a bit of a dickhead. And like this is a spot where I think I would rather Coiling Oracle than Birthing Ritual. They can kill this if they want. It's not the most exciting target. But like, if I Birthing Ritual, I'm 100% getting got by the enchantment. Forget what the enchantment's called. Static Prison. I'm getting Static Prisoned. Yes, hello, Mulder. Okay, chat, I know I've been saying it for like 5 weeks now, but I am going to be doing my sponsored stream sometime today. They just have nothing. I don't think they have any flashcards. Just my sponsored stream feature, Mulder. She'll be there. I'm just chilling. They are going ham into the Harbinger, but of course they can keep the mana up. Like they can like, you know, just keep cheap mana up. You want to kill my Flood Pit Strandner? You want to kill my Flood Pit Strandner? Maybe Force Negations aren't that good. I'm considering Force Negation on this, though. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm just going to clear their board. And then I'm going to try to Flare Denial their Flage. I could Subtlety this one. Because they're just going to kill the Coiling Oracle. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, hit that Coiling Oracle. What's up, bubby? Ooh. This deck's so stupid. Sack the Oracle to counter it. Oh. No, I didn't think about it. Later when it exiles, Ace Pi is, I believe, making a joke for the sake of humor. They are making a funny. Right, so I think their hand is Static Snare and some other shit. Okay. No, I'm good. So it's kind of cool if they want to spend resources to kill this birthing ritual. Is there a blue creature that brings a friend that costs like 2 mana? I guess that wouldn't matter, right? Well, it makes another body to block. This feels like a deck that could benefit from like a Phantasmal Image, maybe. Holy shit, they didn't do anything. I don't understand. My cards suck. Fibblethip. The draft the champ? Yeah, there's a bunch of like bring a friend along cards. I don't know if I want to play those in modern. Now is this I don't like that card. Containment Priest? Holy fuck. Are you going to Mana Tithe me next? You have a second Containment Priest? They have 2? Holy shit. Well, now I feel... Fuck. I mean, having 2 is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, well, this is kind of nice. Our chances of drawing an Aki are pretty high. A Johnny in this deck? I mean, I feel like if you had a Johnny, we're a different deck entirely. Or Bowmasters, yeah. I'm not saying it's a worse deck or anything. It's just okay. The fact that this is like Simic is very appealing to me, you know? Okay, one time draw the Snapback. Snapback. Or Akiway. Shit. Right, I can sink into Stupor stuff, but... Yeah, I don't think I'm going into the Harbinger, but I think I could maybe use the Endurances. Endurance might be hot for this matchup. I should have probably brought it in anyways. Like, they have a backup Containment Priest. I just need to draw Oculus, I guess. Right? Like, if we draw Oculus, that's a whole different story. A second Containment Priest has hit the table. Are they just fetching? Saving it in hand. Interesting. That's a good Magic card. Could have maybe Flare denied that, but I'm just really worried about this Flage more than their Divination 2-drop. Maybe I should be worried about both. You know? This fucking thing. No, they almost attacked. Wait, I thought they had a second containment priest. Did they? Oh, they must have put it on the bottom. I didn't read that. I've been playing around the second containment priest. Oh, fuck. That's just one of those things where I was operating on an assumption. I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I think I've lost this game, folks. I have not seen Containment Priest in this deck. There's the Akiway, but it's too late. So maybe I actually bring Harbinger on the play. And this is what we're gunning for. This is what we're Gandalfing for. Cut the Fibblethip. And then kind of like the Force of Negation still. Cut the Snapbacks. One Flood Pits Drowner. On the play, it's a different story. Yes, I'm going to keep this. Playing this to get a hedge maze. I swear to God, they played this card and I thought it was a strip. I was like, fuck. Whenever I see this stupid border, I always just assume I'm getting stripped. In like Canlander or whatever. No, there is no Snapdax in this deck. I think I do this here. Revealing Birthing Ritual is honestly pretty shit for me. Because now they know that I have a Birthing Ritual. They're likely going to prioritize getting rid of this Coiling Oracle. But they could just main phase, that. Yeah, I think I still do this. I don't want to take that much damage. Play the Birthing Ritual that they know about. Keep up this Force Negation. For like a Static Snare or whatever. Strip in Modern's pretty hot. You're right. There is a deck that does exactly that. Ghost Vacuum? Nah, fuck that. I'm hard casting this Aki at some point in time. Containment Priest. Sure. And they even played around the Blood Moon this time. I mean, I kind of did this knowing that I can't beat the Containment Priest right there, so I need to like hard cast my Aki. But now I don't know what I have for this. You know? Ritual's pretty sweet, but I can't do anything into this Containment Priest. Like, I feel like I need something. Like, some card, some board-based card to get rid of this shit. I mean, do I need to worry about this shit? This priest? Okay, I've looked at 6 different Boros energy decks, and none of them have had Containment Priest. So I don't feel like I need to be aware of this card too much. Oh, right. It's not a token because of Containment. Like, this card just solos me, right? Fuck. The Containment Priest just solos me. Flood Pits is it's not the permanent deal with this. Like, I need I don't know, like a Skyclave Apparition style card. Like, I don't know what I can play. Yeah, I'm dead. Like, how popular is this card actually, like, showing up? I'm on tilt. Look at this shit. Look at this. No priest. No priest. No priest. No priest. It's pretty good tech. No priest. No priest. No priest. No priest. No priest. No priest. Oh, fuck. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. The way I fight the best deck in the format. And I'm like, okay, we want to get. Oh, here we go. We found one. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different lists. Just a little crash out as a treat. Yeah, maybe for the persist deck, but I don't know. Like, I guess it stops Unearth. Like the Unearth for Oculus, but like a 2-drop seems terrible for that, right? Because that just gets Fatal Pushed and Spell Snared, which those decks are on. I don't know. I did see a deck, another deck that I thought about playing. It's a Jund God Pharaoh's Gift deck. And I love GPG. I'm gonna keep this. No, not this fucking. I hate the fucking Murktide decks. They're so good. I don't even think they should call them Murktide anymore. It should just be called Frog, right? Frog or Oculus? Frog feels like it's the most, you know, like the through line. Neoform? Me or them? I could play Neoform. That's oh yeah, I guess Containment Priest deals with Neoform. And that deck's gotten pretty good, right? Kind of want to play it. Why is this deck called Dimir Murktide instead of Frog? It was Murktide before Frog came out. Yeah, but that's like years old at this point. They took my Shardless Agent. They're a little scared. They know about the Harbinger. I mean, I would say that this deck is Dimir Frog, right? I think Goldfish needs to just update its shit. Yeah, this Neoform deck seems pretty good. I looked at that and I thought, you know, if I had to play in like a comp modern event, I'd probably play that Neoform deck. Like, it does just seem so good. They just like put a Gristlebrand into play in pass or something, or like a Gulta, which is really funny and effective. The Brute Scale deck looks pretty good. There was a GP though? Wait, what? The Secret Layer Spotlight? Is that the one? Yeah, this Brood Scale deck is... I mean, I played against it a bit. It's pretty good. Esper Reanimator? Not playing Emperor Bones? I thought Emperor Bones was big in that deck. Maybe that card's just not good enough? That's a wild world to live in. Wow. White is a pretty good color in Modern, huh? They're GPs. Do pros play in them? Because I'm not seeing any like pro player in these. That's the thing that, you know, the differentiation for GPs, right? It's just like, do pros give a hoot? I guess there's no pro points or what. Or no, are there pro points still? What happened to the series? I mean, I'm so dead even if they have Bowmaster, especially if they have Bowmasters. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. I can pay for a spell snare. Or spell pierce, excuse me. Don't have pro points anymore? Damn. This game is in shambles, huh? Like the competitive circuit's in shambles? I guess they're making a lot of changes, a lot of strides to make it better. How well does Pokemon TCG pay out? There's a lot of player interest and a lot of bag fumbling. I mean, putting on these events costs some like millions of dollars, or like, not literally, but it's incredibly expensive. That's an exaggeration, but it's not as far off as, you know, you'd think. This is so dope. I get to play this Oculus and get it countered. I guess they could Fatal Push it too. I imagine that's happening. What? Are they gonna Bone Shards me? Well, they could be Kaido, right? Watsy's asleep at the wheel. I can't imagine. What the fuck? No. Holy shit. I can't imagine. I mean, Pro Magic doesn't really make them that much money, right? Like, they get all their money from casuals. What the fuck? The fuck? The fuck? What the fuck happened? I can't believe I got jaced. Single black mana. They can just bounce it with the Jace anyways. That is very funny. Yeah, Magic makes all its money off of Commander products and casual play, but they have to like pretend as though they're putting like they have to like keep the carrot out, right? To be like, no, we swear to God, comp players, we care about you. To get them to keep spending money. Like, I'm sure standard legal cards are going to sell. Well, I can't really block you now, can I? Them limiting themselves to a single black mana seems pretty reasonable for me. I'm also just a little worried about the Spellmasters. Casting a Murktide. Okay. I'm gonna concede. Chad, I gotta tell you, I'm starting to feel the the negative part of this deck. Just feels like I'm not doing something nearly as powerful as my opponents. What if I cut the birthing rituals? I'm going to try this. Radical idea. I think maybe birthing ritual is what I cut. And then I'm just like a bad blue-green, like flash free counter kind of deck. Being the one profitable vertical under Hasbro umbrella makes things tough for Watsy. Yeah, I'm not here to make it into some kind of like hate fest or some kind of circle jerk about like how good it feels to shit talk Watsy or whatever. Because, you know, I got to imagine the people that like knowing a lot of people that work with Wizards and a lot of those players being people that grew up on a like more on a competitive circuit that had actual backing, like, you know, that's exciting. Or sorry, not exciting. What am I trying to say? Like, it's got to be terrible to see what they have done in favor. Like, you know, you're like, okay, they've hired me because I I wrote articles for SCG, and I was grinding GPs or whatever, and played on the PT a bit. And you're like, fuck yeah, they brought me in. I get to start designing cards. I get to help sculpt future standard environments, the things that I cut my teeth on. And then it's like, sorry, we're focusing only on Commander now. This hand seems not good. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This hand seems worse, but I'll keep. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to complain because you're making money doing it, and that's fun. But I gotta imagine, like, you can be like, hey, it sucks that what got me into this position is no longer the goal of the company, right? But also, you can be happy that like you're still making cards and that you're involved in the process. I think both of those can be true at the same time. I don't know. It's time and time again, it just sounds like a lot of people that are playing competitive Magic, it sounds like they're in like an abusive relationship with Magic the Gathering. They just like can't leave. They won't leave. Chad, I think this deck might be a little underpowered, but also I don't entirely know what I'm doing. It does feel less powerful than the mono white deck, which is very funny to say. Oh. And maybe that's because I mean, we only played 2 leagues or whatever, but I think I fucked up the sideboarding on this. I'm just going to call it. Like, when this deck doesn't draw the birthing ritual, like it just feels really bad when I'm on the draw, I guess is what I'm going to say. When I'm on the play, it feels pretty great. I can birthing ritual into like Shardless Agent, and I can like, do a bunch of goofy shit. Comp Magic is at its worst still better than any card game. I mean, Magic the Gathering is just the best card game out there. I'm going to keep this. Like, that's not going to change. And playing it at a competitive level is pretty cool. Okay, great. I may have to quit this format if I keep running into Psychic Frog. This card's too... I really dislike playing against this card. At least with this deck. The white deck, it was fine. Like, I guess there's this juggle between, like, what do you as an individual care about, right? Do you care about the money, the support, like the push from the company itself, or do you care about the actual gameplay? Or a combination of them? Wow. You just keep fighting this Oculus deck, huh? Like, this feels like a better way of sneaking Oculus into play than my birthing ritual. Ooh. Watch them Bowmasters me. If I get Bowmasters, I'm just dropping this league. I'm gonna go back to mono white. 2 blue. Counterspell. Okay. See what I mean? Like, it feels like my opponent's deck is doing the same thing that I'm doing, or it has the ability to operate on this axis of sneak out an abhorrent Oculus, and that's really good. But they get to do it while playing Psychic Frogs and Counterspell and Thoughtseize, and we have to play Coiling Oracles. I am starting to notice this difference. I mean, I can play the Drowner on this. No, I can't because I have to unmanifest this. I'm gonna try to preserve some amount of my life total. Add Frog to this deck. Frog and Bowmasters. I mean, Bowmasters, the Birthing Ritual is kind of dope. I think I gotta sleeve up mono white, folks. Wait, did we listen to this album already? We did. Apologies. I mean, we could still win this game. It's unlikely, but we can. This deck feels like it needs like a creature with an ETB to remove something. The Persona comment. Is it bad I hear this music and I think this reminds me of Persona? Bad is a strong word, but I think that if you hear that and you're like, this reminds me of Persona, you got to flip the script and you should maybe expand some of your horizons when it comes to the music you are listening to. You know, not in necessarily in a super judgmental way, but just like, yeah, maybe, oh, you got another Oculus? Okay. Like maybe, yeah, if you like this and it reminds you of something, I would always recommend people listen to things other than music from video games and anime. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Listen to something that is... Please. I guess I should maybe... There's so much to find. And you can just listen to some of the known names, right? You can, if you know nothing about soul and funk and jazz and blues and whatever, you probably have heard of Stevie Wonder. Or you've probably heard like single songs from artists, and you could just look up their whole discography. There's some good shit in there. The Death Touching Ice Fang Coral. How do you filter that through the lens of Japan? Well, there's two ways to approach that. One, you just have to wrestle with the whole, you know, soul music Japan, you know, thing. You can just move away from that in general. Something being from Japan doesn't necessarily make it better or different. Some of it's different, but also, you know, There's also, yeah, there's good jazz and funk from Japan. I'm just fucking dead. I'm off this list, chat. I think I'm off this list. Persona invented jazz? Oh, I'm crashing out. I'm fucking crashing out. Okay, what if force negation? I'm trying all these different things. What do I play instead? Mono white. Mono white. Looking up discographies is how I found some of your favorite artists. Yeah, there are so many websites where you can just be like, again, I'll just use Stevie Wonder as an example because everybody's heard of like Superstition or Isn't She Lovely or As or Another Star or whatever. You can just look those up on the website for any of the songs, but if you know the song name, find the artist and then just listen to their shit. You don't have to listen to fucking Tank, the Cowboy Bebop opening, and Persona for that. I don't know. I've never been to listen to an album person. You can listen to a playlist, a compilation of a bunch of different songs that, you know, it's a tough topic to talk about because when you do, terminally online people get really upset when you say like, hey, you should probably listen to some music that doesn't come from anime or video games for a variety of reasons. But then they end up getting into a, you know, that causes them to spiral out. And then like you get a big back and forth. Not that there's anything wrong with listening to you know, like there isn't a universal like all music that comes from a video game or like a television show or whatever is going to be bad. But you got to diversify the art you engage in. Oh yeah, I play fucking Snapback. Cannot tell you how much it frustrates me that Japanese culture is now the core personality of fucking everyone. Oh, is it the... Yeah. What is that, Shivam? Is it the racial fetishization, or as they used to call... I mean, I don't know if the term is still used, but it begins with an O and it ends with an ism at the end there. Yeah, it's a lot of fetishization, and it's pretty fucking gross, honestly. I think I put the sink at a stupor. Yeah, there are voices other than mine that can explain why it is deeply problematic and often goes past appreciation and into Orientalism. Like, and it's kind of funny because this was a topic of discussion like 40 years ago, specifically about the Western world's relationship with Japan as like a safe Asian country. And you see that kind of fetishization brought up with Korea as well. Do I want to keep this card? Yeah, I think I want to keep this card. Days. Okay. Okay, we can potentially get it popping, as the kids say. Sure. Fuck. Ah! Yeah, that's how you get me to crash out. You start talking about the fascination with a very narrow and fetishized view of Japan that has spread, especially throughout the past 20 years. Slap copies of Berserk. Holy shit. The fuck are you reading? No! Ah! I lost my my place. Tempo bounce. Why'd I keep these snapbacks in? I think I ruined this deck by making the changes to it. Thoughtseize. Yeah, hit me. I wish this deck gave me Jill from whatchamacallit? Final Fantasy? Alright, I'm off this deck. I need some comfort food. I don't know. The first league felt pretty alright, but I just felt like we really struggled with the Orcish Bowmaster Psychic Frog deck. And if we're like my matchup against Boros Energy didn't actually feel that bad. If we didn't run into the one version of the deck with Containment Priest, I think we're doing okay there. But yeah, I don't know. This maybe not this version. The other version with Dismember is probably where I'd prefer to play this, but I don't know. I just felt like the tools that we're using were underpowered. I guess that comes with Coiling Oracle and Ice Fang. And if we're struggling to beat the best decks, or not even the best decks necessarily, we're struggling to beat the most popular decks. And so not being able to beat the most popular decks feels like we're just going to run our head against the wall over and over again. What you going to do?